Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, The Baking Diva. I appreciate your spending a little bit of your day with me. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Do you like my outfit? You know, I always try to dress in character. So today, I'm making a yummy, yummy treat. So shall we get started? Let's get started!
Hi everyone! I told you I was cray-cray! And the cameraman is getting cray-cray. It's rubbing off on him. But welcome to my channel, The Baking Diva. I went crazy trying to find those, red wax lips. Couldn't find them anywhere, so I found this little lollipop. I try to get in character. I have my Valentine's Day mug. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Can't see too well out of these glasses, but I'm going to leave them on for a while. But anyway, today I'm going to make for you Cupid's Crunch. It's a sweet and salty treat, and it's easy to make, and it is delicious. Now, there's a couple of different versions of this. I made a version of this last year. It's on my YouTube channel. I called it, I think it was called White Christmas. I can't see with these glasses. White Christmas. Something about White Christmas treat. Got a lot of views and everyone loved it. I started making this recipe years ago. My daughter's a school teacher, and you know how at Christmas time all the kids bring in goodies and little gifts for the teachers? Well, my daughter used to come home with like bags and boxes, a lot of candy in there. She loved the gift cards, but a lot of candy, a lot of homemade cookies, which was great. And one year she brought home this big bag, and she said, "Mom, you have to try this. It's so good." And I looked at it. I'm like, "What is it?" And I tasted it. It was addictive. And she said one of the mothers made it and brought it in for all the teachers in the school. I thought that was pretty fantastic. So, of course, me being the diva, I asked her if she could talk to the mother and find out the recipe. And she did. And now I'm giving it all to you. So, here we go. First thing we're going to do is take a big, big bowl. I didn't have a red one. This is orange, but it's going to have to do. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take off these heart glasses because the world is pink and I can't see. Oh, that's much better. Hi, everyone. All right. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 cups in the bowl of Rice Chex. That's the Rice Chex cereal. We're also going to add 2 cups of Wheat Chex. To that, I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of salted peanuts. And I'm going to put in 3 cups of mini pretzels. Now you can buy the mini pretzels, you can buy the other kind and break them up, but you want small pieces of pretzels. So this is 3 cups. All right. So now I'm just going to mix that all up. There you go. Now, what I'm going to add to this is some M&Ms. Now, you know they have M&Ms for all the holidays. I bought the Valentine's M&Ms that are pink and red and white because I'm doing a Valentine's Day treat, and it's Cupid's Crunch. But when I did the ones for other holidays, you can do them for the fall, get the Halloween M&Ms, Christmas, you can get the red, white, and green ones. So it calls for the whole bag, but I don't know if I'm going to put the whole bag in, so let me just see. Yeah, I am. This is an 11-ounce bag of Valentine's milk chocolate M&Ms. So let me just mix all this up together. Could it be any easier? All right. Now you say, Diva, what are we going to do next? Well, I have here a candy melter pot. I had a Wiltons one for years and years and years. And one day I was working here and I knocked it off the table, right, cameraman?
You surely did.
It broke. So I bought a new one, which I really like a lot. This is called the Nerdy Nummies one. I think Wilton even sells it, but it's so cute. I think there's a cooking show called Nerdy Nummies, and I think the gal that she might even be on YouTube. I'm not sure. Rosanna Pansino. She's the one that put this candy melter out. Now you can melt your candy wafers. I used the Wiltons white candy melts. You can melt them in the microwave if you like. Put them in a microwave bowl and check them every 30 seconds and stir them because you don't want to burn your candy melts. I like to use this because, as you can see, this is silicone. It pops right out of here. So when you're done with your candy making, after this cools, you just take this and pop it in the fridge. When it gets cold, you can hold it over a garbage can, or if there's a little left in there that you want to use, you just tap it. The candy melts, the chocolate falls right out, and you don't have any mess to clean up. So I love it. Anything that's a time saver. It has also a low and a high setting so that if your candy starts to harden in here a little bit, if you're working a long time, you just move it on to the higher setting and it'll soften up again. So I've melted in here 1 bag of the white candy melts. Now, I'm going to take them out of here, and I am going to put the entire white candy melts. You hear my bird going again. Maybe I should just bake with her on my shoulder. She would like that. We're going to put all of this white chocolate into our mixture. Get it all in there. This is so easy to do, and I'm telling you, you might be looking at it and saying, oh, I don't know. Trust me, when you get this in your mouth and you bite into that sweet and saltiness, it's fantastic. So let me get that all in here. All right. Now, I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm going to get everything in this bowl coated with the white chocolate. Now, as you can see, or not see, in front of me, I put out a long piece of wax paper. So after I get this all mixed, you have to get everything coated with the chocolate in here, so it might take you, a little bit of time. But after I get this all mixed, I'm going to then take a spatula. I'm going to ladle it out in a row on this wax paper, and then you see how I'm mixing it all here and getting it all coated. I'm going to lay it, Pee-wee, quiet. I'm going to lay it all out on the wax paper, and I'll show you what we do next. So I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. I thought I'd enjoy those lollipop lips during intermission. All right, I have mixed everything together, and it's all coated in the bowl with the white chocolate. So now I'm going to take, I have to stand, but I'm going to take this mixture, and I'm going to spread it out on a piece of wax paper. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, if anybody is interested in that chocolate melting pot, I'll see if I can find a link. I got mine from Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link, and I'll put it in the description box for you. So like I said, we have the pink and the red and the white M&Ms in here. But for other holidays, you just pick up the other color M&Ms and you switch it up and make it for that holiday. And this makes a pretty decent size of Cupid crunch. So as you can see, I'm keeping it all together because the idea is when the chocolate hardens, this is all going to be stuck together. So let me just keep going. Christmas time, I make rows and rows of this. I put them in tins. I give them as gifts, and everyone must like them because when the next year comes, they always say, "Oh, did you make that stuff again? You know, the one with the pretzels and the peanuts and the cereal." And this year I didn't make it. And sure enough, I was like asked, "Did you make that this year?" But I made so many cookies, I thought they wouldn't miss it, but they still did. So as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just spreading it all out. Now, any of you that make anything out of chocolate, you know that if you want something to stick to it, the chocolate still has to be wet. Otherwise it won't stick. So right now, the chocolate on this is still wet. And since this is a Cupid's Crunch, I have some Valentine's Day sprinkles here. If you have little hearts, that's okay too. In fact, these came with sprinkles and little hearts in them. So I'm going to sprinkle some on the top to make it look like it's Valentine-y and holiday-ish. And since the chocolate is still wet, like I said before, it should stick to some of this. There we go. That looks Valentine-y. Okay. Very nice. All right, so I am going to let this sit out until at room temperature, just like it is, until it hardens. And once it's hardened, I'll be back to show you what we do next. Okay. Okay, I'm back now. I'm going to show you what we do next. All right, I'm going to show you what we do next. I let this Cupid's Crunch sit out on the wax paper. Once the chocolate dries, it hardens. And then what you do with this is you break off pieces of it like this. Now, I was able to pick up these adorable little Valentine's containers from the dollar store. They were $1. So I'm going to break this up. And this is what you do. You break it up, no rhyme or reason. You just break it up, big pieces, little pieces, and you put it in, whoops, like this, the container. Now, I'm going to fill up my container, but another idea is I also got these little cellophane bags. I picked them up in the dollar store too. They had little hearts on them. And I put some of the Cupid's Crunch in there. Can tie a little ribbon on the top, and I'm going to make up some of these for my grandsons. These were a nice find in the dollar store too. They're little bags, and I think they were 5 or 6 for $1, and they have all the little sweethearts on them. So you can, fill up something like this. So put these things out just for yourself, for company, make up little bags for the kids, whatever you want. But this Cupid's Crunch is delicious. And if you don't like the M&Ms, I've had it without the M&Ms and it's just as good. So if I made you laugh just a little bit, subscribe to my channel. If you like this recipe, subscribe to my channel. If you don't like me and you like the cameraman, subscribe to my channel.
That's a definite.
Just hit that red subscribe on the bottom. It will turn gray. You're a subscriber. But don't forget, hit the little bell next to it, because that's how YouTube has it set up, so you'll get a notification. And my next video is going to be a Valentine's Day tag. So you won't want to miss that. So thank you everybody for watching. For my new subscribers, my channel is all about tried and true recipes that are easy to make. You don't need to go to the Culinary Institute to learn how to make these things. They're easy, they're time-saving, they're delicious, and they're fun. So thank you all for, what's the word I want to say, indulging my madness. And anyway, I will see you very soon. Happy Valentine's Day! Toodles!